this is Fat Man. Check it out. If you haven't seen fucking Naruto last movie, bitch, go watch Naruto last movie. Because if you're watching this, you don't need to watch this. Go watch Naruto last movie because I need you to watch this movie. So right here is a main important part of the story. Yes, this may be a small spoiler, and fuck, I don't care because you haven't watched the movie. Shout out to all the dub, sub, manga readers and all that. So you probably already know this, and you probably already kept up. And why am I talking about this? Because I've watched it, and I want to give my reactions and thoughts on the fucking movie. Because this bitch was time consuming. Like, my eye time consuming. These motherfuckers took Naruto and Hinata and gave them a love story. Like, gave them a separate story away from the rest of the entire series. Like, you thought you could read these niggas? No, they gave them a movie to give them a love story. And that is a pain in the ass. But perfect. The build up to this movie in the love story was kind of heartfelt and smooth and took the characters to different places, especially Naruto, because Hinata's 19, he's 18. Taking love and romance to another level, she's older. She wants this to finally be over. Like, she wants to confess her love to Naruto. And fuck, as us as manga readers and anime watchers only and sub and dub and fuck all that, we understand what it is to want love in reality, you know what I'm saying? Except their relationship's been kind of complicated from the get-go because we haven't seen it grow until you watch this movie. And if you watch this movie, there is no spoilers. If you haven't, this is a lot of spoilers and I'm gonna say what I have to say because this is my reactions and thoughts. So please click off. And if you have seen the movie, stay and watch it because I really want to talk about this. Now, let's skip into it. The Sage of Six Paths had two sons. We already know this. But one of the sons went to the moon. We didn't know that. And one of the sons stayed here on Earth. We know this. And one of the sons created a village hidden in the motherfucking moon. So for some particular reason, I think there was a growing faction inside of the moon that basically wiped everybody else out and only one person survived. Now this kid wants Hinata. Yeah, he wants Hinata's power. Thought I was gonna say booty, right? He wants that too. He wanted her power to destroy the Earth. Now this is kind of crazy because what does this have to do with Naruto and Hinata? I'm going to tell you right now. And that's skipping half the story. So now you can watch the anime with understanding there's only half a bit I spoiled for you. Fuck you. Now, Naruto and Hinata's relationship has been so complicated from the get-go. Like, you're just asking, you're just asking, why do we care? Because we want to see their relationship grow and find out how the fuck they got two kids out of it. Well, obviously the funky monster, but still 2 kids out of it. Now, somewhere deep in the story, you see these characters' progression when they were kids. It started off from when they were kids, a scarf, being bullied, Naruto, Hinata. People should be bullying Naruto, not Hinata, but Hinata's a freak. Obviously, she has white fucking eyes. Like, that shit is scary as it is. A demon or not, she's powerful. And thanks to the Sage of Six Paths on the moon, she was created. She has the ancestry of the Sage of Six Paths from the moon. That's fucking amazing. So that leads into Naruto also having the form of the Sage of Six Paths, one of his brothers, like one of the sons. And now that leads into each other, but let's continue. So as the story builds up, we go back and forth through the past of Naruto and Hinata. Also from when he fought Pain to when she saved his ass. Remember that. For some reason, Naruto's oblivious ass forgot all about that fight. And that fight, basically she confessed her love. But it's like he forgot about it. We don't know what happened. We don't understand it. But he forgot about it, or he subconsciously put it in the back of his head and ignored it because he knows there's bigger and looming threats ahead. So I don't think he wanted to be focused on love because everybody knows how Naruto is. Also, he was 17 at the time. So knowing, or 16 at the time, knowing what love is kind of, you know, like, oh shit, I'm 16. I don't really need to worry about this. You know what I'm saying? The fate of the world is on your shoulders. And the movie goes back to this. And as they're, you know, together, they fucking enter the zone and they fall asleep. And their dreams get trapped into each other. And she flows in his dreams and he flows in her dreams, seeing what she sees. So in class, they say if the moon fell today, you know, hypothetically speaking, I hate hypotheticals, who would be the last person you want to spend your days with? Hinata writes, Naruto. Naruto throws his paper out the fucking window, not knowing, like, yo, nigga, I don't have family, I don't have friends, like, I don't care. And then and reality strikes in this movie that, wow, Hinata cares about me. I'm a fucking loser. Because he didn't see it. And then the sage, like the last kid from this planet, the moon, takes Hinata. And Naruto doesn't do anything, but when he does say what he has to say to Hinata, her mind is blown. And so are we as the watchers, like, oh my fucking god, did he really say what I think he just said? And you know it. Because when he says what he has to say, we're all fucking happy. We're cheering. We're like, finally. Like, seriously, it's like Sasuke finally saying to fucking Sakura, bitch, I don't love you, but you're awesome, and I care for you. And that's it. But Sasuke never said that, did he? Pussy. But for some particular reason, the entire movie revolves around the characters and just these two. Only these two, because they're focusing on the love of the characters and where we have to reach. We've already have the books, and there's like 4 or 5 volumes of the manga out right now, and the anime came back. So we're basically progressing through what we have. Now, as this builds up, and we see the love between the characters, and we see the final ending, the battles, and Kurama comes out when Naruto needs him, and he fights off these monsters, there's a lot with this anime. There's a lot with this movie. There's a lot of build-up. I swear to God, to you not. I shit you not. The build-up was so fucking slow. But it was beautiful. It was done in a right pace, a right time. They fleshed it out, but they didn't want to, like, drag it out. They tit and tatted each time they had to mention something. Each time the characters had to build and grow. And if you watched it, you know this shit was amazing. Now, fuck, I hate Naruto sometimes because everyone sucks his dick. I used to, you know, ride the bandwagon a bunch of times, but that stopped. You know, and everybody loves Sasuke and all that, but I love this. Seeing 2 characters that you fucking watch forever love each other. Like, seriously, it was beautiful. And it made the entire movie come together. The fight scenes, them working together, defeating the ultimate evil by themselves, then leaving the moon. And that brought everything into full perspective. Because you watch these characters and you're like, you're not getting together. And then they fool you like, we are. And it's so fucking amazing because if we never read and watched the mangas and waited for this movie to come out and then moved ahead, we would have never known. Or you would have never known. But as the progression pushes forward, it's beautiful. Like, this was the most beautiful story ever. Beautifulest, whatever, it's not even a word. Most beautiful story ever. And it's like a cannon to the heart. Naruto's powers have progressed. Sasuke saved the village. It's just something written for fans and only fans and lovers of Naruto. If you haven't seen Naruto the last movie, you have to watch it. This was my review. I give this shit a fucking 10 out of 10 because of action, love, food, and just making me hungry at one point. Like, oh my god, I need food. But the story and what happens. Also, there's a village on the moon, and now there's one last sage on the moon, and that's the best part about the series, that we know there's a last sage somewhere. Like, he's just above you. That's perfect. You can't reach him no more because he's like, the moon will never touch the earth again, is the best line in this movie. And I told you a million times, you haven't seen the movie, it's a fucking spoiler to the end. I've only spoiled like tit and tat of it, so. But perfect ending to a movie series for Naruto. This is Naruto, the last movie. Like, this is his last movie. And the ending, if you watch it, it's not really the last movie for him. But, you know, who's coming next, obviously. But I want to see more of this dynamic fusion of what they've brought to the series. And I kind of want to see the daughter and the son, and, you know, Boruto and fucking daughter's name, Hinari, and you just gotta get it, you know what I'm saying? This is Fat Man D1 saying, you know, go watch Naruto last movie, because I'm Fat Man, you not, and fuck, this shit was awesome. Peace, and I'm out.